Hello, this is Olga Jevtich. I'm Miss Virginia Senior America 2003, and this is Fashion Note to welcome. You are going to be very pleased with our guest today. Her name is Melanie Ferrara. I just was wondering about her last name. It reminds me of the very beautiful fast car from Italy, Ferrari. I don't know if it's, is she from that family? If she is, I think I'm going to ask her if she, for a spin in the Ferrari. I never drove this before. Just kidding. Anyway, Miss Melanie Ferrara, welcome to the show. And she used to be my neighbor in Georgetown when I used to. Then she moved, and I moved, and I lost track of her. So in one of the craft show I ran on her, I had no idea that she was making jewelry, because I know she knew that she was teaching, and she was in public school system in Fairfax County, and she did some administrative work. And then I think what she probably decided, I had enough of this, I'm going to start doing something else. Melanie, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for coming today and sharing all these beautiful, this is like in the candy store. Look, all these beautiful things. You don't know which one to pick. She makes mostly one of the kind with a very exotic stones, and she's going to tell us all about her jewelry. Tell us, how did you start it, Melanie? Because I was so surprised. I didn't know that you're so, I know that she's a talented lady, but I didn't know that she was making jewelry. And then I was so impressed, and I thought, well, I have to invite you, to the show to share her expertise so everybody can see and admire her jewelry. Of course, she does craft show and private party, I think, and the most important thing, I think everybody likes to have one of the kind thing, because, when you have her piece, nobody else in the world will have one. Even if it's a similar, she will make sure that it's not exactly the same like other jewelry. So when you can proudly wear her jewelry, one of a kind. And which one is your favorite stone to work with? I'm sure there are stones, there are some that are more difficult or easier to work with than the other. I'm sure you have some favorite.
Well, that's a good question, Olga. I think the favorite, frankly, is the one I'm working on each time. Because I'm touching it, I'm working with it, I'm looking at it.
This is like a children. You cannot have it, favor.
It's true. I mean, so the one I'm working on at the moment, it tends to be the one I'm really enjoying, and then I sometimes look at the things I've made in the past and think, gee,
what I was thinking.
I hope, but gee, are they still as good as I thought they were when I was making them? And so they all have something special.
And you redo sometimes? You said, oh, I'm not really happy with this piece. I can redo it again with maybe something else.
On occasion, but frankly, rarely.
So you are very sure about your design.
I'm usually pretty comfortable with what I make.
Do you dream about it?
Dream about it.
And I said, and in the morning, yes, I wake up and make a note. I said, well, first thing in the morning, I'm going to do this.
Well, you know what happens? I'm a visual person, so I like to have everything out. If it's away in a drawer, I don't even know I have it. So all my stones, many of my things are out, or in these large drawers that I pull out. So I'm kind of motivated, inspired by what I'm seeing in front of me. And I actually bought this rutilated quartz not too long ago. And there was something about it. Part of it was I was attracted to the cut.
Irregularity of the stones.
Yes.
They are not perfectly, they are not machine cut.
Right.
They are very regular. And this is the beauty of it, because they are different.
And they're faceted. So they capture this light, but when I got home I thought, gee, I'm not sure about this color. I'm not sure it's going to work. But when I put it with the gold, I thought, wow.
It's just shining.
It just made it, it just worked with each other. So seeing these things in front of me and kind of experimenting the ideas come.
It is a magnificent piece, really.
It reminds
can
me like a
go-
little bit of a museum piece. You know, it has a little bit
I
of an,
know, it does look like that.
So-
Wonderful. It's good to, think about that. This is wonderful. And all, these different colors. Is there any difference, like, do you do it, in the spring, a little lighter color, brighter, or in the fall and winter, like, or it's a kind of, you can use them, all the time, the same
Well, I
thing?
think you're right. I think certainly turquoise, people tend to think of that as
Summer.
being a summer type stone. So there are certain things like even this is an ammonite stone, this large square rectangular stone.
Does it come like that?
Yes, and this color is very
And this
flattering.
is mother of pearl in combination, in mother of pearl?
And then sea glass in between. But the lighter, the aquas, the turquoise, there are certainly summer trends, and so there are people. I mean, if you're traveling, I'm actually headed to California soon to my friend Sisha's house, and we're going to do a jewelry show. And out there, certainly there's more opening for year-round
more
stuff.
colors than
But
here.
some things are seasonal. Certainly, a big trend is the right now. This coming in, it's big right now, is the purples.
Purple.
So I've started to make more.
The purple is a royal color.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
before, not everybody, not a commoner could wear purple. Only, the royal
the kings
people.
and queens, right? So this is
So
this
now
actually.
we can wear it. Good. We don't have to be royal.
That's right. You are once you wear, right? So this is ametrine, and it's a beautiful color and an interesting cut stone. I made another. This is similar stone. This is amethyst. A little bit
Can you
more.
wear them together?
You know, it's funny you say that because let me move this aside. Because I think sometimes you really can do couplings, and
I think I like
be
them
pretty
together.
dramatic. Yeah.
It's more statement piece, than, of course, it depends on the stuff. But I personally think this is wonderful
Yeah.
together.
you can definitely
And
layer,
then
layer some of the
different
pieces.
shapes of the stones, the same color. I think it looks absolutely fabulous.
Another hot trend is the gray.
Gray, yeah, the
Gray
gray
is
is very pretty. I like
It's
gray.
the new black, as they say. And
Yeah,
so
they said the new black. Yes, I know.
This
In
is something
clothing
I-
also, the gray is very in this for spring. I mean for fall and winter.
Yeah.
And what kind of stone in that?
Well, this is a combination of a striated agate and then the rectangular stones and also black onyx in between. So this is kind of a fun look. And I try to make clasps that are easy
and
to
she
put
works
on.
in silver.
Yeah, sterling silver clasp, easy to put
That's
on.
very easy.
Sometimes they vary in length, so you can choose to make a
Yes,
little longer and
shorter
shorter.
or longer.
Here's another one that works with the gray trend. And again, it's fun to, kind of think about how I can make things that are a little bit less typical, a little more unusual. And so this is a necklace that's
Big stone-
asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical.
So that you've got the 3 beads around that side and the stones on the other side, and then the accent pendant off to the side.
I think it's fabulous.
And
yeah.
maybe not everybody would like that. Some
Of
people
course.
like symmetrical,
Absolutely.
but there are some that appreciate something a
Oh,
little bit
absolutely.
offbeat.
And this is
So-
different, definitely. I never seen anything, usually it's symmetrical, but this is very, this is the piece I would wear it with no problem. I'm sure other people, when they see it, they said, wow, I would like to be a little different. And you work with pearls, too. Pearls are my absolutely favorite,
really?
Jewelry.
Well, I do work with pearls, not a ton, but I like the idea of updating pearls. So-
Because you can mix them with other
Yes.
stones and always look fashionable
And
and different.
if you notice, there's an accent bead in the center.
I see.
And I think that's just a way to, and I'll make pearls with a different accent bead in the
Yeah,
center that just kind of brings it up to date, makes it a little bit fresher, but yet it's a beautiful classic strand of pearls as well.
Oh, absolutely. And it can go with really anything. You can wear it with the blue jeans or, with dress up, evening gown. So it's very versatile, the
Yes.
pearls. You can absolutely
Look
wear-
at yours. I didn't make them, but I love
Yeah,
it.
you didn't make them, but, I like, to pile them,
Yes.
lot of them.
Yes, yes, indeed. Well, I have to show you this, Olga. This is fossilized coral, and each stone has the fossilizations that the formations that you can see it from,
Uh-huh.
just ancient. And each one is different, and it's just fun to
And
get
also
the
it's
science going.
combination with gold, which is really
Yes.
interesting. And you have a quartz. Also, it's always very nice and different.
This I call the basic, because
Basic.
I leave this on my dresser because, first of all, it's rock quartz and they're beautiful quality, not a lot of inclusions, and it adds a little bit of ice, a little bit of color, reflection, I should say, around
without
the
being
face,
too much.
and it goes with everything.
And
So
you can wear it, daytime and evening
Right.
too.
It's kind of like the go-to necklace. It doesn't look. It looks better if it's on black, because it just adds, like I said, a little vibration to the face,
Touch of little elegance.
and it goes with it, whatever you have on.
Yeah, I can see you working with the earrings. You probably people, whenever you were working with the necklaces, they asked for earrings. So that's how you started making them.
Yes, they. I tend to mix and match and kind of try to put things that maybe don't necessarily go together. But some people don't want to think about it, and they want to have
Sets.
a set.
Yeah.
And so my friend said, you really should start making earrings because people don't want to have to guess what to wear with it. So for instance, this goes with this. Obviously they can be worn separately, but it certainly works beautifully
Together.
together.
Yeah.
I've also make earrings with just the black onyx
Black.
in between. Just to,
Yeah, it's you can be choice.
here's the gold that worked with the
Oh, yeah.
rutilated quartz. So yes, I try to make earrings that work with
With many pieces, not
Right.
just with one piece. Yeah, absolutely. For example, these two,
Right.
and you have a gold earrings here on there, and it works, beautifully.
Right.
No matter which one you choose to wear.
I love working with the mother of pearl too, because this is a double strand. Again, this happens to be one with an extender, so that you can wear it
You
longer
can
or
shorter
shorter.
or longer. I see.
And this, to me, again, it's another
Yeah,
one.
this is different. I never seen the shape of mother of pearl before.
And it goes with so much. You can see the reflection. It's that iridescent color.
Iridescent,
So if you're
yeah.
wearing blue, it's going to show more blue. If you're wearing yellow, it picks up
Pick up
colors
the
of the
color
rainbow.
what you are wearing.
So this is a fun piece and it's light. Some pieces people are very concerned about, and I am
Weight,
too.
Yeah.
How heavy
I
it
don't
is.
want you, to.
I was in New
Weight.
York looking at a jewelry store, and I picked up a necklace. I'm not kidding you. It had to be a pound.
Yeah.
It was heavy. So I put it on, and I started slumping. So I said, my gosh, it's beautiful, but it's so heavy.
And who's going to wear
And
it?
the woman said, well, the artist intended it to be that way. So that's fine for some people who can wear poundage. I try to keep in mind,
And
somebody's wearing this.
sometimes the fashion in beauty hurts.
Yeah, it shouldn't hurt too much, though. So yes, certainly they're made with comfort in mind as well.
And the one piece that you have on the brown and beige, this is a very, very statement piece that
Yes.
is really different. What kind of stone is that?
Well, this is an agate.
Oh, okay. Is it a brownish and
Brown,
beige?
black, a little bit of beige, yes. I mean, it's really quite extraordinary. And
It is.
you just have that on, and you're wearing a white collared shirt, or you're wearing a black boat scoop neck,
Absolutely.
or a
Something
turtleneck,
plain.
and it just
You'll
pops.
stand up in the crowd, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
it's
a
really-
very statement piece. And all this, you can see that they're not artificial. They're all slightly different because they're natural, and they look so beautiful to get put
Thank you.
together. And also, she started doing something new. I don't know if you can see on the end of the table.
Let me-
If you can
try.
reach it, because
Reach
this
it.
is most unusual, something which she said that she just try on for a testing, actually,
Yeah.
what she can do with it. This
ju-
is a wire, mesh wire, and it comes like in white and black, or it comes in different colors?
A few different colors. I lean towards the
Black and white.
the black, white, and the gold, and it's
And you can shape that, because it's so soft, you can shape the way you like it.
you can shape it, and I'm adding pearls to it. I'm adding, I have another mesh textile in between the two so that
Is it soft? It's not scratchy when you put on?
No, it's fine. It really is fine. And actually, that's a good point because I sometimes wear things to make sure, is this going to work? Is this comfortable? Is it too heavy?
Yes,
is it not too heavy?
Or
Is it
to
soft
pull
enough?
something from your dress,
Right.
you know.
Right. But this I'm pretty excited about because it's truly unique.
Did you have a good, response from your clients when they see something new? Because everybody like to have something new, when they're looking for jewelry and also something different, not like everybody else. There are so many mass production everywhere, and you want to stay away with it, So you look for the artist who does just one-of-a-kind thing, which is, unique, and you look special because this is something that not other people you will see wearing it. Which
Well,
is,
some people really do value just what you're saying.
Oh,
They appreciate the time and effort that went into it, the creativity, the uniqueness, and they support people that make
Well,
things.
this is the way it should be, and I always said, people forgot to work with hands, because everything, these days is made by machine. And when I see something, I get so excited when I see people actually using hands to create beautiful work of art. And also, you have here on the very end, like something oriental pieces that she incorporated in something much simpler. If somebody would like to have something nice, but not not too much jewelry, to be a little simple.
Yeah, a lower price point.
And so she decided to make this line, which, for people who are minimalist.
Right.
And, which is good. Some people would like to have a, little simple something, but still a little touch of something nice, around
just
the
something
neck.
fun, something
And fun, and that's different, too.
And I really do believe that if you accessorize, I just think it elevates your look.
Oh, accessories are most important. You can have just a the plainest dress, and then accessorize. And we have always believe in good shoes, and also jewelry, or handbag, or hat, or if somebody wearing it. Just adds up one extra touch of elegance. Wearing it. So what do you think about, you're here for a long time in Washington, and I always like to ask my guests, what do you think about fashion right now? Of course, anything goes. It's not like before. They said, hemline is up to here.
Those are the days.
Yeah, I know, that's over. And designers are giving us, choice, actually. So we can choose and also think about, what's the best for us. This is what my philosophy is. So I don't have to be slave of somebody who, said, well, your hemline has to be up to here or up to there. The good thing is you can wear very short or very, in between or very long and still look, fashionable, not out of fashion. This is my philosophy. But do you think, people are really now dressing more or dressing less? What do you think? Probably for special occasion, I know people dress, to the nine. But in general, what do you think?
Well, I think it's a mix. I think some people just tend to be very casual, and that's fine. And some people are starting to realize, this is my presentation, this is my first impression.
Yeah, I should look, presentable.
And while, economic times, we can't necessarily get a whole new outfit or a whole new
Of course,
look.
that's why the accessories are very important. You're not buying from head to toe everything new every season because, as you know, in this economy, we should really watch how we are doing and shop our own closet sometimes and put some, some nice, beautiful piece of jewelry and that's after they look and you look different and feel different because you have something new on you.
It just updates and makes it more current or makes it more interesting. And we all look good in certain things, and you don't want to be a slave to the trends because the trend may not be flattering to you. So if the silhouette's larger, maybe you'll go a little larger. If it's narrower, you go a little narrower. But you want to dress the way you know
You
you
look
look
the
the
best.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. Because, some people are, slaves. Not anymore. I think it used to be before more. That, the designer is showing something, like a very short or very long, and you have to have it. Now it's good. You
Yeah,
you
it's
pick
great.
your own length, and, you would think it is most flattering to you, and you look, better anyway.
So if,
You know,
for instance, purple is the newest, latest color, well, you may not want to get an all-new purple outfit, but, whether it's a scarf,
yes.
whether it's a piece of
Oh,
jewelry or
absolutely.
purple
It
earrings,
adds up.
it brings it up to date, and you're still not going off on a limb,
Oh, absolutely.
getting things that you can't wear beyond the season.
Absolutely. This is really, I'm really admiring your work. You do really
Thanks.
wonderful, wonderful pieces and statement pieces, which is, which I like very much.
No sense being subtle. We don't need to be subtle. I think why not show it and
Absolutely. Show it, if you have it. And, also, she's going to be at the McLean show in December 4th.
First weekend, and it's 3 days.
3 days.
It's a holiday show. It's a wonderful show. Done that
Is it
few
only
years.
jewelry, or do you have the
Oh,
others?
no. Actually, McLean does a jewelry-only show in February, which I've done, which is because people sometimes they go to a craft show and they think, enough with the jewelry, there's too much jewelry. I have to say one thing, I really do feel mine is pretty unique. And there may be lots of jewelry, but people will say to me,
you do stand out.
your stuff is different. And I
Yeah.
love hearing that. But jewelry, only jewelry is February, but the holiday show is all kinds of fabulous things.
Oh, I
From
see.
paintings to handmade
Clothing
to holiday, all kinds of holiday gifts,
Holiday.
food. I mean, just everything.
Oh, okay.
It's
good
pretty
to
big.
know. I definitely going to, and I'm going to miss that, because I like to go and to see what, and to also find. This is usually how I find the next artist looking, going to these shows and seeing unique things. And what I really like, that is what I invite people to, to see. So your next thing is the December show?
Yes, I'm working on, I've done different office buildings, and so I'm working on setting up something with a couple of different locations, doing the home show out in California, which is a nice place to do a home show. And the McLean show, it's really, I often ask for the same area, the same booth, because...
so if the people know you are there, you are looking for you, it's easy to find.
Yeah, they actually come looking for me.
Good.
And say, oh, I'm so glad you're here again. I've
So
got so many
she already has
compliments.
reputation for making beautiful jewelry, which is good. And what is next? I am sure you always ask somebody, my guest, what do they have? I'm sure you have your imagination, for every piece you work, but also some plan, I'm going to do next this and that.
Well,
or different color, or different shapes, or different design, what
the making part of it is just a joy, and I love it. And again, I'm getting into new materials, and it's a limitless
exciting.
possibility.
Yeah, that is.
The marketing part is not my favorite part. Where to sell it, I have promised myself I'm going to go to more stores to see if they can carry my pieces. I have several stores that do carry it now. I need to
This is,
do more of the marketing
artist is
part.
actually not good, with the marketing part of every artist, because most artists said, well, this is the creation I'm doing, and I don't want to worry about, marketing my things, which is not, something that you don't, do, but, it's unfortunately you have to do it. This is a pretty necklace. It's red and black.
This is coral and cinnabar and black
the color
onyx.
this is more reddish than color. Color of the coral is a little more orangey, isn't it?
Well, color enhanced. If you're going to see coral like this, and it's not thousands of dollars, it's color enhanced. And I'm very honest about telling people exactly what it is, because it took me a long time to find out certain things. And so that I do know is color enhanced, and
so they color it in different colors?
They can add the color.
Is that right? I did not know that. But I think it's unusual, because I real coral piece is an orangey.
Yeah, and it's kind of a pinkish orange, to the reds. Here's an amber piece that I just think is fabulous.
And amber is also interesting because it's, you know, different shape. Each little stone is absolutely different. And then when you put together, it looks fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely. So
And
it's great fun. I enjoy
the amber comes, you know, very polished or non-polished like this one. It is kind of polished, but it's not, you know, a uniform color.
Right.
I mean, you know,
Very
color
natural.
and also the shape is a natural shape, you know, which is good to know because, you know, you have to be really knowledgeable to know all these stones. I asked her that she has to go to gemology to learn all the stone, and
I probably should, but
I
learned
know,
to memorize
but it is
this.
wonderful, and you know that she showed us all her beautiful design, and
I have to
I
pick
hope
one out
she
for
come
you,
back
Olga.
with the new things, you know, and show us because I always like to see, you know, what she's going to do next. And you know, some people, you know, will do like a dog colors. Dog colors.
Right.
You know, this is just the idea that I hear from other artists anyway. But anyway, I would like to thank her very much for coming today and showing us all this, you know, like as I said before, candy in the candy store, and then every woman will be absolutely delighted to. And I hope you go and visit craft shows in our area. There are wonderful artists. They do one-of-the-kind things.
And I have my website.
And the website will be on the screen.
Good.
I would like to thank you for watching. This is Olga Jevtich reporting for Fashion Notes. And I hope you tune in next time for the more exciting artists and from our area. And I'm very happy that she came today and showed us her, you know, wonderful
Did you
things.
see what I'm wearing?
And she's wearing something very
this
interesting.
is the
It's a
also
mother of
pearl, similar to the one that I showed you. That
but
as far
this
as
is a
shape
different
goes,
shape of the mother
but,
of pearl.
yeah, I decided to throw on a little mother of pearl.
Yes, yeah, this is
I
very
can see
nice.
it on you too, Olga.
Yeah, it can go with, you know, on any color. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. This is really very, very nice. I want them to see.